this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Crook and Chase Nashville chats with the true life adventures of hot new country star Hudson Westbrook.
Early in his career, he shocked his mom more than once, and we even shocked him on what we had to do to get to visit with him.
I've seen some people do some crazy things, but nothing like that.
Plus, what Hudson almost had in common with Billy Bob Thornton. Crook and Chase Nashville chats with Hudson Westbrook. Listen and subscribe on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Saturday, May 2nd, country's biggest stars will be in Austin, Texas at our 2026 iHeart Country Festival presented by Capital One. See Kane Brown, Parker McCollum, Riley Green, Shabuzi, Dylan Scott, Russell Dickerson, Gretchen Wilson, Chase Matthew, Lauren Elena. Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they sell out at Ticketmaster.com.
When segregation was a law, one mysterious black club owner, Charlie Fitzgerald, had his own rules.
Segregation in the day, integration at night.
It was like stepping on another world.
Was he a businessman, a criminal, a hero?
Charlie was an example of power. They had to crush him.
Charlie's Place, from Atlas Obscura and Visit Myrtle Beach. Listen to Charlie's Place on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
A delicious Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Well, welcome back. It's a brand new episode. This is Laugh With Me, a podcast with Jeremy Odem. I'm your host, J.O. If you couldn't tell, when I pulled back to tell you that I'm your host, I couldn't breathe for a second. It's one of those things you exhale, but I was inhaling. It was a whole thing. It's good to know that one didn't get me. Damn. That would have been sad if the intro got me. If that was my last, those are my last words. And they, it'd be cool that they were recorded. My last words were recorded, but like, it would just been silence and you just hear, Johnny, would you still publish the episode? If that would have gotten me, that's sad. I think you would have. You'd have monetized that bitch, wouldn't you? It would have done numbers, I'm sure. Well, welcome back. It is Laugh With Me. Oh, man, I got to tell you, earlier today, sitting in my car, I spent an hour sitting in my car today preparing. I recorded an episode of Where's the Line? WTL. Check it out. Sports betting podcast. And I hadn't done my prep. So I'm doing my prep before we recorded this week's episode. And as I'm sitting there in the parking lot of the radio station, it's one of those like big office park, type deals. And in the back of the parking lot, there's one single basketball hoop. I've never seen anybody hooping. Okay? Never seen anybody hooping. And I've been recording there since the summer of 25. Up till now, February here of 26. And this old guy, I roll up, he's hooping. He's got kind of the Adam Sandler clothing vibe, okay? The long shorts, tennis shoes. He's got a big winter coat on. He's got, and it's unzipped, by the way. And then he's wearing some gloves and a stocking cap. I don't know, the weather, it wasn't that bad. We were in the 40s. But when he was playing, it was probably high 30s, mid 40s maybe. Anyway, he's out there, he's balling, just kind of shooting. Older guy, probably in his 50s. Just enjoying life. I couldn't have been more jealous of this guy just out shooting hoops in the middle of the day. Loved it. Good for him. Good for him, Johnny. That should be. I know you like to run, run around lakes and whatnot, stay in shape. I walk from A to B. I mean, that's the extent of the exercise I'm getting anymore. But I would like to think as I'm getting healthier, which I am, maybe I'll get back to some exercise a little bit. I know our guy Lavetti just had a little basketball challenge out there for people, and I tried to get in on that. I'm like, I can hoop. I'm sure I could beat Lavetti, but he didn't want to get beat by a white guy. That's what it came down to. Not on Black History Month. He specifically said he didn't want to lose to a white ginger on Black History Month, and to that I understand. Because I wouldn't have taken it easy. I would not have taken it easy on him. That's for damn sure. So you probably made the right call, Lavetti. In fact, he's going to be the guest on the pod next week. So I'm going to straight up ask him to put it out to the public. Is this why you would not play me in basketball? If we get him in studio, maybe we'll play him here. I would love to play him. I'll wait till March if I have to. But yeah, this guy, he's outside hooping. And I moved from the back of the lot to closer to the front door as it was time to go record, just make it easier for myself getting into the office building. But the thing is, the guy, he somehow was losing the ball like a quarter of a mile. The ball was just bouncing down the road. And I'd see him multiple times walking up and down the road to go get his ball. So it was ricocheting off the rim into across the grass into the road, and then it's just bounce. Crazy Johnny. But I was jealous. It was a nice day, and he's just out hooping, enjoying his life. Pretty cool. It is February. We just finished the Super Bowl. I don't know. Some people calling the game. It's obviously Seahawks win. They beat the Patriots. People are saying this was one of the worst Super Bowls of all time. I would disagree with that. I thought it was a pretty good game. And they say defense wins championships. Certainly, this game was full of defense. I mean, that's what's going to happen. I mean, we knew we were getting with these two teams. On the one hand, we had the Seattle Seahawks that looked like a complete team with a very dominant defense and a good offense. And then on the other side, you got the Patriots. There you go. I mean, that's it. And, Seahawks took care of business. I thought it was an enjoyable Super Bowl. Really excited for next season. I'm already pumped for the draft coming up in April. But before we get there, we got to talk about the stuff with the halftime show, right? I mean, it was back and forth. There was the Super Bowl halftime show, which featured Bad Bunny. And Bad Bunny is a world-class entertainer. World-class entertainer from Puerto Rico. I don't even know if I got the accent right, but I always give it a go. Master of accents, they call me. And the thing with Bad Bunny is that he's going to sing his songs, which means he's going to, unless you know Spanish, you're not going to know the words. I did not. But I'll tell you what, I was entertained. They put on a heck of a show. And I knew I'd be entertained. It's the Super Bowl halftime show. They always put on a good show. This is not the first time there has been an act that I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to know all the songs. I'm not the biggest Rihanna fan. I know some Rihanna songs. I'm not the biggest Rihanna fan. She performed halftime, fully entertained. I mean, that's just how they're going to put on a show for everybody. And it was incredible. And it was, like the second most watched halftime of all time, something like that. But then this year we had to have Turning Point do the other halftime show, and it was Kid Rock. And I'm a Kid Rock fan. I've always been. Loved Baba da Ba back in the day. Man, I loved it. Now, I didn't keep up with him and his politics from there. I'm just saying, I know if I went to a Kid Rock show, I'm probably going to be entertained because I know a lot of the songs and it'd just be fun, right? But this Turning Point show was not very good. It's pre-recorded. Apparently they had some video, audio issues. I say apparently because I was watching Bad Bunny. I've seen clips. The clips don't look good. Johnny, what'd you watch? Yeah, Bad Bunny, right? I mean, yeah, 126 million people watch Bad Bunny. We're two of them. But the thing is, why'd we need 2 halftime shows? I mean, we just didn't need 2 halftime shows. Unless it's something completely different. I brought up before. WWE one time did the halftime heat, and they had a championship match. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson versus Mankind in an empty arena. It was awesome. But that was different. I could choose to watch the Super Bowl halftime, or I could watch a wrestling match. Now, they want to compete with the Super Bowl halftime show, act to act with music. It just doesn't make any sense unless you're going to put the budget up to put it on. And then they didn't even have like a live audience. It was just couple dozen people or something. I don't know. It was really weird. The numbers do look good. I mean, it does look like some people watched it, in the millions. I mean, and the supporters, this is the part that bugs me. And it's not as bugs me, it just annoys me. Because, it doesn't bug me. I'm not going to go to sleep or not be able to sleep because of it. Right? But it is annoying. It's like, you've got the hardcores. You got the hardcores on one side being like, Bad Bunny, this is the greatest halftime show of all time. Which it's not. Bruno Mars was. And then on the other side, you've got people saying, this was finally the wholesome halftime show we've always waited for. Kid Rock. And that's not true, too. Come on. And it wasn't even good. Just take the glasses off. Okay? Take the glasses off that are showing you what you have to see. And take a look with your eyes. Come on. Right? People are saying, oh, yeah, the numbers are this, but if Mike Pence does what's right, that number will be higher. They'll find more numbers. Yeah, Trump's probably calling people now trying to get those numbers higher. I know, that was a throwback. That's a throwback to politics. I don't get very deep into the politics here on The Laugh With Me, but when it's time, right? When it's time, it's time. Anyway, I look forward to next year's Super Bowl halftime. I mean, it's going to be cool. I mean, I've already seen the list of who could potentially be your Super Bowl halftime performer. And I personally, if it was me picking, I want to see a band. Like, bring the bands back. I think a Fall Out Boy could perform Super Bowl halftime show. They've got the catalog. It would be very entertaining. It's just, man, now you've raised the bar. Kendrick Lamar, Bad Bunny. I mean, you're talking about the biggest stars in the world. Fall Out Boy is probably not going to, it'd be quite the letdown, right, to some people. I would find it entertaining, but it's going to be a letdown to some folks. I don't know. Taylor Swift is obviously the number one choice. People want to see Taylor Swift. That's the great, what do they call it, the white whale? That's the big one. That's the one that if Jay-Z can make it happen. And I don't know if you know this. Jay-Z produces the halftime show for Apple Music in the NFL. So he's working on it. He knows he's got to get the biggest stars in the world. How do you get more than 126 million people to watch halftime? Taylor Swift would probably do it. Probably true. And it'd probably be awesome. Give me Fall Out Boy. Give me Fall Out Boy. I'd be pretty happy with that. I could see it being Post Malone. Maybe Post Malone and Jelly Roll. They're going back on tour. They did this last year, but they go out and tour together and they do this, the big stadium tour. Why couldn't it be them? Why couldn't it be them co-headlining this thing and then they do their songs, they do their show? That would be entertaining. Then people could say they got their country stuff in. I mean, it would cover all bases. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see which way they go. And it gets announced earlier and earlier. It used to be something that maybe around Thanksgiving it would start to trickle out. Man, anymore, you kind of have an idea of who it's going to be at kickoff for week one, at that first Thursday night game. So, we'll see. I'm sure looking forward to it. I love a Super Bowl halftime show. I love entertaining. I love entertainment, man. Bring it on. Just give me something good. And we don't need to. Just give us the one. It'll be fun. And then we'll move on to next year. And hopefully it's something that you like. There you go.
What do you do when the headlines don't explain what's happening inside of you? I'm Ben Higgins, and If You Can Hear Me is where culture meets the soul, a place for real conversation. Each episode, I sit down with people from all walks of life, celebrities, thinkers, and everyday folks, and we go deeper than the polished story. We talk about what drives us, what shapes us, and what gives us hope. We get honest about the big stuff: identity when you don't recognize yourself anymore, loss that changes you, purpose when success isn't enough, peace when your mind won't slow down, faith when it's complicated. Some guests have answers. Most are still figuring it out. If you've ever felt like there has to be more to the story, this show is for you. Listen to If You Can Hear Me on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Segregation in the day, integration at night.
When segregation was the law, one mysterious black club owner had his own rules.
We didn't worry about what went on outside. It was like stepping in another world.
Inside Charlie's Place, black and white people danced together. But not everyone was happy about it.
You saw the KKK?
Yeah, they was dressed up in their uniform.
The KKK set out to raid Charlie, take him away from here.
Charlie was an example of power. They had to crush him.
From Atlas Obscura, Rococo Punch, and Visit Myrtle Beach comes Charlie's Place, a story that was nearly lost to time. Until now. Listen to Charlie's Place on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Crook and Chase Nashville chats with the true life adventures of hot new country star Hudson Westbrook.
Early in his career, he shocked his mom more than once, and we even shocked him on what we had to do to get to visit with him.
I've seen some people do some crazy things, but nothing like that.
Plus, what Hudson almost had in common with Billy Bob Thornton. Crook and Chase Nashville chats with Hudson Westbrook. Listen and subscribe on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
Well, sadly, we've had to say goodbye to 3 celebrities in entertainment recently. And you know what they say? They cut the deaths come in 3. I don't know, Johnny, I don't know when that started, how it was figured out that it comes in 3s. It's just something I've grown up. I've grown up knowing 2 things. 1, the deaths come in 3. And 2, that everybody's connected to 7 degrees to Kevin Bacon. I've learned those 2 things in my life. And just recently, 3 monumental celebrity deaths. We just had Catherine O'Hara, the mom from Home Alone. That was brutal. She was also famously the mom in Schitt's Creek. And tons of other stuff. I mean, she's decorated career. Incredible actress. A lot of incredible improviser. Yeah. You know, improviser, right? Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, I'm a joke. I'm the punchline right now. But no, that was sad to see. The singer from 3 Doors Down, Brad Arnold, Superman, Kryptonite, that's the song. That was my first concert. That was like my first concert going out. You know, you're not with mom and dad at something, you know, some show when you're a kid. I mean, this was going with your boys. I went to Lincoln, Nebraska. I saw 3 Doors Down headline. Fuel was the supporting act. And then opening was Oleander. I became a big fan of Oleander that night. But what a show. Three Doors Down, yeah. I saw him. I've seen them twice in my life, and it was both times were around that time when they were first coming up in that first album, and Kryptonite was all over the radio. That's sad to see. And then James Vanderbeek, just today, had lost his battle with cancer. Of course, Dawson's Creek. But and of course, Varsity Blues. You know him as Mox, QB1. But if you haven't seen the TV show Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, it was on ABC back in the day. What a show. Hilarious. You have to check it out. James Vanderbeek was fantastic in it. He actually played James Vanderbeek. He played a cartoonish version of himself, and it was amazing. Hilarious. Very underrated show. So sad when it was canceled. Yeah, they always ask, like, what shows would you canceled show would you want to bring back? Give it one more run? Hey, Don't Trust the Bee would probably be near the top, if not at the top of that list. Happy Endings would probably be up there too. I mean, I go on, but the great show, incredible actor, very beloved, very sad to see. So, rest in peace to those three. At least it's like the three are like three people that everybody collectively is like, yeah, they're all good folks, you know? It's like we need to go back, Johnny, and see who was the other two involved when OJ died, you know? Because not everybody was praising OJ Simpson. Not like me. You know I'm a big fan. Thought he was Hall of Fame pro football running back. Heck of a guy. Funny guy, actor, charismatic, found not guilty. I mean, OJ, he had done it all in his life, right? He had done it all. Made a killing in his career. Made a killing. I don't remember who the other two were. That's the thing. I got to go back and, Johnny, we'll have to figure that out. We'll circle back on that one. Yeah, here we are. It is spring. At least it feels that way. I don't know where you're at, but sure feels like spring here in Omaha, Nebraska. It's like been in the 50s, even up in the 60s, 70s, you know, setting records. I don't know why we're setting like new high records by 10 degrees on some days here. It's early February, but here we are. I don't know. Weather's weird, man. But pitchers and catchers have finally reported to spring training. I'm a big baseball guy. Always been a big baseball fan. And it's much more fun when your team's good. So my team's San Diego Padres, and we are in the run of the franchise's history. Like, this is the best period of Padres baseball of all time. And it's exciting, even though, you know, obviously there's still some weaknesses in the lineup, and you can see they didn't really do anything in the offseason, and they're trying to sell the team. So obviously we've got some opportunities, but it's still fun to know a new season's about to begin, and this, you know, who knows? You just never know. This thing could flip upside down, and suddenly we're in the run for the World Series. So I'm excited. I'm excited that the guys are showing up and getting ready for the marathon that is baseball season. But what I don't understand is all these guys now that are showing up hurt, like needing surgery hurt. And how is it that the team's finding out about this for the first time? Like, are they not allowed to report things when they're just on their own time in the offseason? I don't understand it. Like, there's some big names that are having surgery this week on their wrist, and they're not going to be able to swing a bat for a while. Why wasn't this done 2 months ago? Like, I remember Fernando Tatis Jr., star player for the Padres. I remember a couple of years ago, he did the same damn thing. He comes rolling into spring training with a injury that requires surgery, and it ruined his whole season. It's like, why is that a thing? I just don't understand it. I guess if I'm on vacation from my job and something happens to me on a Wednesday and I don't report back till Monday, I probably give them a heads up that I'm not going to be back for a couple of months. Right? I don't wait till Monday to be like, yeah, I got hurt and I'm out. Right? I don't know. I guess Maybe there's some rules involved in this that I'm not aware of. I just don't understand. But I don't know. It's frustrating. I tell you that, especially those the fans of those teams are like, "Holy cow, we're not going to have our best hitter because he's something with his wrist." And I know injuries happen, but why wouldn't you just take care of it in December? Unless the players are just like, "I'm going to enjoy my off season." Yeah, but you could do your job. Don't you have responsibilities? I don't know. It does. I just don't understand. Maybe I'm just the fan, and that's what fans think differently, right? It's just no different than the games themselves. Players, they're going to go out there, over 160 some times or whatever in a season, and they're going to lose over half of them. And they're going to go have dinner after, and they're going to yuck it up with the boys. But my mood's going to be swung based on whether or not they win. I'm going to tell you that right now. Fans, we think differently. We are built different. That's for damn sure. But it's good to have it back. That means spring is here. Johnny, thanks for that beer, man. A little light and cool summer shandy. It's feeling like spring. It's warm outside. Baseball's back. Let's go, baby. We'll be back. Hey, we got another episode coming up this week. Ooh, cranking them out, buddy. Thanks for listening.
Crook and Chase Nashville chats with the true life adventures of hot new country star Hudson Westbrook.
Early in his career, he shocked his mom more than once, and we even shocked him on what we had to do to get to visit with him.
I've seen some people do some crazy things, but nothing like that.
Plus, what Hudson almost had in common with Billy Bob Thornton. Crook and Chase Nashville chats with Hudson Westbrook. Listen and subscribe on the iHeart Radio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
When segregation was a law, one mysterious black club owner, Charlie Fitzgerald, had his own rules.
Segregation in the day, integration at night.
It was like stepping in another world.
Was he a businessman, a criminal, a hero?
Charlie was an example of power. They had to crush him.
Charlie's Place, from Atlas Obscura and Visit Myrtle Beach. Listen to Charlie's Place on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Saturday, May 2nd, country's biggest stars will be in Austin, Texas at our 2026 iHeart Country Festival presented by Capital One. See Kane Brown, Parker McCullum, Riley Green, Shabuzi, Dylan Scott, Russell Dickerson, Gretchen Wilson, Chase Matthew, Lauren Elena. Tickets are on sale now. Get yours before they sell out at Ticketmaster.com.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.